Yes, good morning, students. It's Mr. Ale here, and we're here for another music class. All right. So today our focus is going to be on notes, values, rests, and time signatures. All right. I previously sent a video, but I think me explaining to you hopefully can make it a little more easy for you to understand. It's easier for you to understand. All right. So we've looked at pulse, and remember that pulse and tempo. Pulse is the steady beat. Each piece of music has a steady beat. We also looked at pitch, in the last video that I sent to you. And pitch has to do with how high or how low a note is. High sounds, low sounds, right? Today we're going to look a little bit more on rhythm, all right? And that includes note values, rests, and time signatures. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is to play a piece of music for you. And I want you to tell me, listen to the notes in the music and identify what's different about those notes. Easy, simple exercise, listening exercise. Just listen to this carefully. It's a song that each and every one of you know, all right? I'll play it for you to hear, all right? Listen carefully. Simple. Can anybody identify the song first of all? Anybody? All right, it's Hot Cross Buns. All right, and if you listen to the notes, what can you say is different about the notes? Da 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 da. Anybody think about it? Each of those dos, are they the same length? Do they last for the same amount of time? Nah, some of them are different, right? Some of them last for 1 beat, some last for 2 beats, some last for 3 beats, 4 beats, right? Different lengths. So these notes are represented by different symbols. So we're going to look at those symbols today. Say, for example, this symbol here will represent the first note that you hear. Da, lasts for 1 beat. Da. All right? This symbol here will represent da da da. Lasts for 2 beats. What do we call this one here? This one is called a quarter note. How long does a quarter note last for? Lasts for 1 beat. All right. This one here is called a half note. It lasts for 2 beats. Da, right? Da, da. That will be represented by eighth notes, but it comes in the pairs. Da, da. And when it comes as a pair, it's represented by this symbol here. All right? Eighth note, and it lasts for half of a beat. So if I have 2 of those as a pair, half and half would give me 1, right? So important to note that these quarter note lasts for 1 beat, half note lasts for 2 beats. So how many quarter notes would I get in a half note? 2, right? 1 quarter note lasts for 1 beat, so there will be 2 quarter notes in 1 half note, right? An eighth note lasts for half a beat. So you would have 2 eighth notes in 1 quarter note, or 4 eighth notes in 1 half note. And then there's another one, which is a whole note. And a whole note would last for 4 beats. All right. Da. So we have those 4 note values. All right. Now each of those have their own rest. What is a rest? A rest is a part of the music where you don't play at all, right? So we have different types of rest. For the quarter note rest, right, we would have what looks something like this. like a Harry Potter scar with something like a C below it, right? So whenever you see this, you rest for the period of how many beats? 1 beat, all right? Then we have the half note rest, which looks somewhat like a hat on the line, right? So you have a piece of music and you will have like a block sitting on top of the line looking like a hat, and that will represent a half note which will last for 2 beats, half note rest, sorry, all right? Then we have, there's the 8th note rest, which sort of looks like this. 8th note rest, whenever you see that, you rest for a period of half a beat, right? And then there's also the whole note rest, which looks sort of like the hat, but underneath, which means that you rest for a period of 4 beats. So these are your notes and values, right? So that would represent whatever pattern. Now we're not looking at the melody. When we talk about pitch, we talk about melody. With rhythm, we talk about duration, note values. Da, da, da. So we're going to focus here on the note values. Now, how you play the rhythm or how you sing the rhythm of the music would be all dependent on what we call the time signature. What is the time signature? Say, for example, the time signature tells you how many beats are going to be in a bar of music. I'm going to erase this, send it to you as a picture file. The time signature tells you how many beats are in a bar. Say, for example, we have this here. 4/4, right? This tells us, let's forget about the bottom figure for now. The 4 at the top tells us that there are going to be four beats in the bar, 4 quarter beats in the bar. All right, say for example, we have this here. We have this bar of music. What is the value of this note here? It's a half note, so the value is 2 beats, right? What is the value of this one here? 1 beat. The value of this one here is 1 beat. So therefore, in this piece of music, you have 4 beats in the bar, all right? Say for example, I had this here, right? We have a pair of 8th notes. We know that a pair of 8th notes, each 8th note is half a beat, so together it would form 1 beat, right? This one here is a value of 1 beat, another 1 beat here. So what would be the time signature? It will be 3, 4. We need the 4 for the bass. We are going to focus on time signatures with a 4 bass, all right? So it will be 3, 4. Let's take out another one here. What if we had what will be the time signature here? Let's take out our notes here. What is the value of this one here? A quarter note has a value of 1 beat. Pair of 8th notes has a value of 1 beat. So the time signature would be 2, 4. Now, you can almost hear the time signature of a song by listening to a piece of music, right? 4/4 is usually the standard for most pop music that you hear. Most of the popular songs you listen to on radio, they have a time signature of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 beats in each bar. The 3/4 time signature is normally called the waltz measure or the waltz signature because the 3/4 time signature, it has that waltz feeling. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And in the 2/4 time signature, it almost sounds like a marching band in a sense. It's like that military. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? So you realize that 2/4 and 4/4, they kind of sound similar. But with the 2/4 measure, the strong beat, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. However, the time signature is not, the stronger beat is not so strong in the 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. The strong beat is always on the 1. All right. So let's listen to a few songs Let's just do a few songs, and I want you to tell me what you think the time signature is. All right. Let's listen to this one right here. A popular song that you might know. Baby, you can almost feel the time signature by listening to the music, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You can feel that time signature. It was 4/4. Let's just do another example. Feel it first.
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, the little one stops to...
What do you think is the time signature here? Is it 3/4? 1, 2, 3. Nah. That sounds like 2/4, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It almost makes you feel to match, right? Let's have a listen at another one here. Let's take a classic folk song. Feel the music, feel the beats. You can hear that time signature. It's the waltz signature. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. And there are many different examples of music all around that you could hear. How's about we take let's listen to a popular song that you know.
Baby, wanna smoke with me? Then turn this go up 800 degrees.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 time signature, right? And there's also there are very few songs which have the 2/4 time signature. I'll play your popular one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I wanna know what love is. Right? 2/4 time signature. How about listen to this one? Three, 4 time signature. So it's important to learn your time signatures. We will indicate to you how the feel of the rhythm will be played. All right. So we've covered our note values and time signatures. I'm pretty sure that you guys will be experts at playing the rhythm pattern of a piece of music if you can see it, right? Let's take, for example, we have this rhythm pattern here. Time signature of 4/4. And we had now we have these lines that separate the pieces of the bars in the music are called the bar lines. At the end of a piece of music, we have double bar lines. Important to remember that. All right. So how do we clap the pattern of this one here? A quarter note. Remember, it lasts for 1 beat. A half note lasts for 2 beats. Right. Pair of 8 notes. Right. And we have a half note again. So we put those together. Remember, our count is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. Simple, right? Let's take a look at it again. Da, 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 da. Simple, right? Once you understand that each note is clap, you understand how to play them when you put them together. All right. Now, how would these notes be played or sang? Let's give this note of a picture of la. It'll be la 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 la. Understood? Easy to recognize. All right. Let's get another one here. And if we had we see a different one here. We see this symbol there. Can anybody remember what this symbol represents? It's a quarter rest. So how long are we going to be resting for? 1 beat. You can go like this here. All right. So we have a half note. Remember, lasts for 2 beats. Quarter note lasts for 1 beat. The eighth notes lasts for 1 beat in total. All right. And we have a rest. So let's put it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. You try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy, right? Not too bad. So, we've learned the different note values, basic of them, and we've learned all about time signatures. So, now we learn how to clap a rhythm pattern. All right? So, you can create your own rhythm patterns, write them out. All right?